Welcome to Answers from Within. From the author of the All-Knowing Diary, Mind Lies into Truths that will set you free.
All right, so let me welcome you guys to the Ask Daniel event. My role today is to bring to light some truths that you guys may not be consciously aware of. And truth is very important. It's kind of one of these really neglected or rarely discussed topics is truth. I mean, we all talk about politics or mindfulness and law of attraction, but there's this one little subject which is the most powerful topic on earth. It is what changes our lives, and it is called truth. And truth is something that we access by going within. And another way to say that is we access truth by going beyond the mind. And our mind is really a recording box of all the things that's happened to us in the past, things that we believe and things that we think are true, that are very rarely ever true. And so our whole identity is this stored in this thing called the mind. And what that does is it actually prevents us from realizing what we really are and what it really takes to have what we want in our life. So my role here is to go beyond the mind into a space where we are all one, where all the answers exist, and bring through the answers that are going to make the biggest difference to you guys. And I emphasize the answers that are going to make the biggest difference as opposed to the answers that are going to put the biggest smile on your face. Because some of these answers that we will give will be confronting. Some of them might even be shocking. But ultimately, they are what will make the biggest difference. And they're not coming from my mind. I don't have an opinion of you. I don't know you guys. Obviously, personally, we've never actually met. I don't have that ability to formulate an opinion or judgment. And what use would that be? There would be no use. So that's right. As Tommy's just put up there in the chat room, truth is best. That's right. So that's my role, is to give you a truthful answer from universal intelligence. Now, a couple of things to know about that. Like I said, it may cause a reaction. Now, if it does, that's a good thing, because a reaction in our system is showing us where there is a non-truth. So all the reactions that we have from moment to moment throughout the day are highlighting non-truths that we need to heal and resolve, and we do that through truth. Now, there's a nice intimate group of us today, so I'll try and go as deep as I can to make the biggest difference in the time I've got with you guys. So my intention is to answer your questions and provide it in a way that empowers you, gives you an empowering truth that can create a shift in your life. That's where I like to go. It's kind of the benchmark I set for these calls, things that will make the biggest difference. So we can cover any topic you like, whether it's to do with finances, whether it's to do with health and illness, whether it's to do with life purpose or messages from the deceased, or from your own, to do with your own path of enlightenment. Wherever you want to go, I'm happy to go there. There is a condition, if you like. I can answer pretty much whatever is necessary for you to make a shift in your life. What does get in my way? This is kind of like Superman talking to Lois, where he starts saying, lead gets in my way of my X-ray vision. Well, I'll tell you what my lead is. And it's not really my lead, it would be yours. If you guys are really, really afraid of knowing something, or really afraid of hearing something that might have you need to change something in your life, that makes it harder for me to get information. Otherwise said, the more open and receptive you guys are, the more free-flowing these answers will be. I'm never going to say anything that is going to be harmful. Everything that comes through is going to be healing in some way. Not hearing truth is what's harmful in our life. And it's kind of, if I might take a minute to just share this, the mind plays lots of tricks. And that's why I wrote this book called Mind Lies. The mind lies a lot. And one of its greatest lies is that the truth hurts. You know, we always hear the truth hurts. Oh, I don't want to hear the truth hurts. Well, there's something that hurts far more than truth. It's called non-truth. That's where a lot of these nasty diseases and illnesses come from, and where financial scarcity is born from. It's wherever, wherever there is struggle, there is non-truth. So keep that in mind. The truth won't hurt you, but the absence of truth does. So with that in mind, we're going to go to Tommy. And on that note, just a tip for everyone, the more specific your question, the more specific the answer. If you are having trouble working out what should be your question, I can feel into that and I will help you with that. All right, you're on the air, Tommy. How can I help?
Well, mate, first of all, I absolutely believe that, I've been on my own journey for a few years now, and I've always seen myself as a truth seeker and a truth speaker. I'm very, very happy with where I'm at in my life at the moment in regards to my finances and sort of my path that I'm on. And right. I've worked through a hell of a lot of things. I mean, as a child, I was severely bullied and always made to feel like I wasn't good enough or cool enough to be in the group that I was sort of hanging around in. And I've really sort of worked through a lot of those things to really be a confident person.
Yeah.
And believe in myself and know that I am worth it. And to have that self-love for myself and to help empower other people to sort of see it within themselves as well.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, great.
I want to put the pedal to the metal, basically, and really, really start moving forward with this. But in regards to injuries, a couple of years ago, I injured my back. I blew my disc out at the gym. So I can't really get through this, having issues with sort of my physical body with injuries and things like that. And I always sort of I've always had these little niggling injuries. I've never been able to get really, really fit and, have the six pack and things like that, because of the eating problem, really. But really, if you could help me with the injuries,
okay,
and see, because I mean, I want to get rid of all of my mind lies, every single one. I just want to destroy them.
Okay. So if we were to focus in, because there's quite a few answers already coming through, we're going to look at what's behind the injuries, and we're going to look at how to move beyond that. Was that what you want for this call?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. All right. So are you good to hand the microphone back to me to do the talking now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, great. All right. So there's like I said, there's a few answers coming through. So I'm just going to go through layer by layer as I'm being shown them. There is still a part of you that wants to be the fat kid who triumphs over evil, triumphs over adversity. And when I say the fat kid, I mean it as metaphorically in terms of the disadvantaged. It's like there's still part of the psyche, the identity that says, I'm out to prove to people that I'm not who they think I am, that I'm better than they think I am. And I will show you in no uncertain terms that I am better than you think I am. And the best way to do that is to show them that I'm not like them and I'm coming from behind the 8 ball, and I'm still able to triumph. So what that's creating is you're constantly putting yourself on your back, so to speak, to prove that you are the invincible Tommy, the unstoppable, the unbeatable. And it has you feel that no one is superior to you. No one can get the better of you, because even when you are injured, you're out of action, you're overweight, whatever it is, you can still come back from that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's actually very true. Very true. That I really feel that, definitely.
Yeah. So what we need to do now is, the reason we do that and we hold on to these mind lies, these non-truths, is because we think there's some kind of upside. You know, otherwise, if we knew on a conscious level how damaging these beliefs and attitudes were, we would let them all go in a second. You go, no, I don't want that in my life. That's destroying everything.
Yes.
So you're still of the belief that you need to keep proving yourself to other people. And while you believe that, you're going to keep injuring yourself, because it's how you came to believe is the best way to prove your muscle, your might.
Yes. Wow. Yeah. Wow.
So let's go a bit deeper, because that's all the non-truth. Yeah. Yes, it's exactly what you're doing. Yes, it's exactly what you believe, but there's some truth underneath that. And as we all know, the truth will set us free. So if you'd be so kind to be open and receptive, then I can pierce the veil and go nice and deep there.
Yep, absolutely. Hit me hard.
There you go again. There you go. I'll be nice and gentle. So let's just have a look at what's going on there. What is the truth that Tommy needs to know that's going to set him free? Okay, here's the first thing you need to know. Nobody's watching you and looking for your failure. You've got it in your head that everybody's watching you. Nobody's watching you.
Absolutely. I actually say that to myself at the gym. I feel like people are watching me, and I say, nobody's watching you, you idiot. Just do what you've got to do.
Yeah, but you've got it in your head as if you're a gladiator in the arena, surrounded by all these spectators from your days of old. Mum,
yes.
Dad, brother, sister, sibling, cousins, schoolmates, teachers, principals. You've got them all packed into the arena. Kindergarten teachers.
Yes.
And you're going, and the universe is going, dude, nobody's watching you. This is all in your head. Nobody is watching, eagerly anticipating some colossal failure from Tommy. So you keep putting yourself on your ass, right, to show everyone how strong and mighty you are in this Colosseum, and you're just putting yourself in your injuries, and there's no one watching, there's no one there. So
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, you're hurting yourself for no reason whatsoever, just making your life harder for no good reason.
Just for the challenge.
Well, you know what? It's like you could nearly say just for the challenge, but you're not even doing it because, I've had in my life, I make my life hard so I feel I'm productive, right? And you're not even doing that. You're not making it hard so you feel productive. You're just making it hard so you can show other people how strong you are.
Yes.
It's not even for the challenge because it's for other people that are completely in your imagination. I would almost be, all right, well, I get it. You're making yourself hard. You kind of want to help yourself grow. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. But it's not that. It's not even that. So that's the first truth you need to know. Nobody is watching, full stop. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's go another layer for you and see what's there. The next truth that you need to realize is that you aren't doing or becoming successful more and more, that is, for the sake of other people.
Yes.
There was a point in time where that's what spurred you on. It was the motivator.
Yes.
But you left that behind a long time ago.
I did, yes. That's right.
But you haven't really updated your files in your brain to say, you know what? I can be a bit more cruisy about things because I am already where I want to be. Things will just keep getting better because I'm naturally awesome. I don't need to put on a show or display for anyone. It's not about anyone. I'm doing this for the fun of it.
Yes.
So just take a minute to integrate that, because it's like that's a really important truth that you just forgot about.
Yeah, definitely. I have had to leave a lot of people behind in my life. I mean, people who were sort of sucking my energy and just negative people in general. And basically, I used to want to try and look after those people. It was in my head that I was going to be successful. I was going to make so much money that I could fix everybody's problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely did leave that behind a while ago and sort of figure out that that's not what I'm here to do.
And kudos to you for figuring that out, because most people don't. And also to be in recognition of that is what self-love takes. It is what success takes, and success is a byproduct of self-love. So I'm emphasizing it is what self-love takes. And you've done that. So that's another interesting thing, which you haven't really given yourself a lot of credit for, is truly how self-loving you've been being by clearing out the need to carry everyone and help those who don't wish to be helped.
Yes.
So huge, huge applause for you from within yourself to say, mate, you are winning left, right, and center here, and you're moving so quickly you're not even noticing it. Like, come on. You've been so busy battling this imaginary lion in the Colosseum that you've been unable to notice all the applause that are around you and all the wins.
Very true.
Yeah. And what's the point if you're not noticing the wins, hey?
Yes. Yes, definitely.
Because you're doing it for the fun of it, and part of the fun of it is the growth and the recognition and the self-love. So you want to get those in those moments. All right, let me see if there's anything more for you for tonight. I think we've pretty much nailed it, but let's see if there's next deeper truth for you. Okay, interesting one, but this is what there is for you to complete for our time together tonight. And that is, there's still a big part of you, and there will always be, by the way, that wants to help create shifts in other people.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Now, there are many paths to achieve that. But one path that usually takes many, many, many years to recognize wants to be shown to you tonight, just to save you a lot of headaches.
Yes, please.
Okay. And that is the greatest shifts that others can make as a result of you occur not by you pulling them by the nose and saying, look at this and look at that and heal this and clear that and do this and do that, but come from the shifts that you're making within yourself. And it happens on multiple levels. It happens on when you make these shifts and people are in your space, it actually opens them up subconsciously or unconsciously to what's possible for them.
Yes, I definitely feel that.
Yeah, and it also attracts in other people who want to feel that frequency, who are ready to see what you can see. So it doesn't require, it's like you've got this version in your head of being some kind of coach that has to really pull people out of the mud. You're going to be the, the tough guy that says, I'm going to pull you out of this swamp and slap you around and make you whole again. and your higher self is like, what a complete waste of time that would be. We didn't come this far to put ourselves back in the swamp with everyone else. So just focus on your own growth as the vessel for creating shift and transformation in others. That's your focus. Okay?
Yes.
And that's a much smoother, a much gentler, much more enjoyable journey than the one that you were, preparing yourself for. Toughening yourself up for the hard slog of, it's like, I kept thinking, it's almost like, the TV show, The Biggest Loser. It's like you're seeing yourself as one of those trainers going, I'm going to have to roll up the sleeves and get down and dirty and, and it's just higher self is just like going, oh, why bother? Come on. No. So we just fast-tracked about 10 years of a very steep learning curve for you.
Excellent.
Very steep and unpleasant, I might add. There you go, Tommy. That's you're done for the evening.
Excellent. That's fantastic. Thanks, Daniel.
You're welcome. So join me for the next episode, coming soon. And in the meantime, check out discoverui.com to learn how you can access the answers from within for yourself.